On the long road, shadows only friend. I done had foes, they done came and went. I done had hoes, ain't no thing is 10. Not scared to go, scared not to live, so I'm facing them. Dealing with my demons and it's one-on-one. They know why I'm weakest, but I never run. Heart is on my sleeve, wear it like a gun. Even if I leave, I know where I'm from.
Doing good will make your heart hurt. I turn my crazy into artwork. And sometimes I go backwards, but I still light it up. I'm smoking evergreen, sipping Tennessee for my energy. I know what I do to find my inner peace. With my enemies staring back at me, I'm saying fuck you too.
Dealing with my demons and it's one-on-one. They know why I'm weakest, but I never run. Heart is on my sleeve, wear it like a gun. Even if I leave, I know where I'm from. Talking to my demons daily. They my friends, does that make me crazy? I'm just jogging, I ain't in the race. You gon' hate me if you have to chase me. That is not a lie. Some bring out the Michael Gabriel, that's another guy. I like to face the evil just to look it in the eye. And turn off all the lights to show the darkness I'm alive. On the long road, shadows only friend. I done had foes, and then came and went. I done had hoes, ain't no thing is 10. Not scared to go, scared not to live, so I'm facing them. Dealing with my demons and it's one-on-one. They know why I'm weakest, but I never run. Heart is on my sleeve, wear it like a gun. Even if I leave, I know where I'm from. Dealing with my demons and it's one-on-one. They know why I'm weakest, but I never run. Heart is on my sleeve, wear it like a gun. Even if I leave, I know where I'm from. It's been a long day, yeah. Had to take the thing the long way, yeah. Make them hits like a bone tape, yeah. Be with her, then she gon' say, change some low sunshine, but she's so cold, so cold.
North County, we're here. The living dead. Outside lands. Yeah. True words, San Diego, we able to eat at the same table. Yesterday's fable is today's reality. Welcome to what I call the hip-hop academy of cool, calm calamity. True words, hip-hop, no chain, wristwatch, no range, marijuana, cocaine, website domains, anonymous, no name, no face, just brain. Learn to play the fucking game. I'm saying true words, outside lenses, gente, gon' live for the moment. Step out with the homies. It's a takeover, SD makeover, no layover. We already here. True words, gun control, don't patrol no more. I defend my own and everybody I know. Streets stay hot, try me not. Raising this game so everybody move. True words, drug use, El Chapo, old news. But the drugs are still used, malabuse, you lose. It's an epidemic, methamphetamines, grandmama's open it. Whole world smoking things. True words, North County, Oceanside, I'm alive. Hip hop till I die. Write rhymes every night. Cypher's gon' bring the light. Lightweight, Miller Lite. Yes, I'm down to fight. About to soar like a kite.
MG.
Thank God, ladies and gentlemen. For a second, I was going to be afraid, and it was one of those things where people wouldn't hear me at home. They're all over. It's like we're Big Brother, surrounded by right there, right there, right there, and right there. Who knows? Maybe one of them doesn't even work, and we're just looking at cameras. Anyways, this has been the weirdest introduction. My name is Michael Gabriel. Hello, it's 7:40, rounding down to 7:30. It is the Michael Gabriel Show. Welcome back, Thursday. I'm here with the Lantern of Truth. And my special guest tonight is my brother, Mr. Garth, aka Guero Loco. One of the most interesting characters and friends that I have. And I'm thankful that we can just sit down here and shoot the shit and just talk about some things that I think people, it's interesting. You know what I mean? You've led an interesting life. I think I've mentioned this to you before as far as my friends being glitches in the system. True. And I love I'm learning to surround myself with people like that. And as I've developed more of a, we've been friends longer and longer, more and more stuff I've learned about you. So I wanted to put that, have you sit down, and we can obviously shout out to U4rik, who you're representing tonight. We got the tequila and the añejo. Yeah, I pronounced that right.
You did.
Thank you.
It's like you're Mexican or something.
Almost. I did you see my post today that was talking about you're the whitest guy who knows better Spanish than I do. We could totally fuck with people.
People. That's for sure.
If we went to like some Mexican village yonder, and they were just like, "Oh, you're our guy, and you're like the rich dude who pays me." You know what I mean? And then you'd be like, I guarantee you, they'd freak out.
They would freak out.
Yeah.
I promise you. I'll tell you a funny story about that
10-4.
later.
Okay, but I wanted let's as far as the Spanish, where you didn't always know Spanish.
Kinda. Yeah, it's crazy. So what's nutty is I'm from a place called Union City.
Okay.
And it's exactly in between Oakland and San Jose.
Okay.
So it's like 20 minutes either way, right? And when I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, early 80s, it was mostly, as you say, in Spanish, puro campo, which means it was like a lot of fields, right? And so it was like gladiola fields and cherry orchards and apricot orchards and just very agricultural based, right? And which was nutty. And there was this Japanese dude actually that owned a lot of the land. Like, it was crazy. So we had a Buddhist temple up the street. Like, it was nuts. Like, and then one side of the whole town was Filipino. So we had Tagalog, right? And then Ilocano, which is the two main Filipino languages. And then you had Spanish, right? Which is nutty. And then we had a huge Japanese population, which is nutty on top of that, right? And then some, white people, brothers and Samoans. And then eventually a bunch of people came from India, which is really nutty, right? Like in India. So one of my best friends growing up was named Ankar Da, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. And we had a paper route together because my mom was not signing the paperwork. She was like, I'm not signing that. You ain't getting up. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not driving you around when it's rainy, because up in NorCal, it dumps. Like, it's super dumps. So, which was, I don't know. I went to like elementary school and preschool in the barrio, which is this barrio called Decoto.
Yeah.
And so what's nutty is, like, a lot of my friends were obviously Mexican, right?
Yeah.
And I played soccer since I was 7.
Okay.
And then I said, hell with that. That's too much running. So then I played baseball. But our baseball league was also in the middle of the barrio.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of Mexican kids. So I would just be pissed because they're just like, they're straight up talking. Like, hey, throw me the ball, or hey, pass the ball over there, or hey, go straight, go right, go left. And I'm like, dude, like, what the hell are y'all saying? Like, this is crazy. So eventually they're like, izquierda, güero, just go left, or, derecho, go straight or whatever. And derechos go right. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I started picking up. But then, of course, you learn the bad words first, bro.
Right.
Just like in any other language, they teach you the damn bad words,
right.
Like, it's all bad. So my Spanish was pretty much horrible until I was like 23. Well, no, I lied. So 22, I get a job at an all Spanish music based bar, right? It's like the most famous bar in the Bay Area, which is crazy, called Mexicali Rose. And no one spoke English. So it was the first time I ever actually did an interview, like full on job interview in Spanish, because I spoke Cholo de la Bate, Cholo de la Calle Español. It was like horrible street Spanish, you know what I mean? Like Chicano, like Cholo Spanish. Like, it was horrible. ¿Qué onda, güey? ¿Qué dice, cabrón? Like, just not good. And then at the end of this interview, the guy looks at me and he was about your skin tone, like part of a whiter dude.
Yeah.
And he was a boss. Obviously, he's the owner of this place. He looks at me and he goes, Güero, I'm going to give you this job, but you steal from me, I'm going to break your legs.
The good old days.
I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, the only reason I'm hiring you is because we have a black comedy night like every Wednesday, and I need someone that speaks English.
Oh,
and I was like, damn. Well, what was great about it, it actually ended up being Linnell. Like, super famous, African-American, beautiful queen in comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she said she's the nastiest girl in comedy or something craziness, right? She was in Borat. Right. And so it was pretty crazy that I got to meet all these comedians that were coming in from all over the country, which was totally nuts. Paul Mooney on down, like super dope comedians, and Paul, it was totally crazy, dude. And I had long hair and, wearing a gold chain while I'm working, you know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm Mr. Joe Cool. And then I was also on the radio at the same time at Y107 in the Bay. And, this dude got me the job, and we hired an Asian guy to do the Love Line show, like the turn out the lights.
Yeah.
And so this fool couldn't say the names because he couldn't say the dedications because half of them were Spanish names. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So they were like, hey, Güero, don't you speak Spanish? And I was like, yeah, I can hang. And they were like, all right, you're on the radio every night. 10 o'clock. I was like, what? Like just random. And I was just an intern, little punk kid, you know. I think I was barely 20 years old before I even got this bartending gig. And so I did that for like 3 or 4 years, which was crazy. And then eventually my Spanish got better and better. And I started rapping in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then once I started rapping in Spanish, I got better and better. And then I moved to LA and got my deal. And the dude who was running the label, DJ Juanito, didn't speak Spanish either. And the other guy's name's Benny Silva. He don't speak Spanish either.
Yeah, see.
And the other cat that it was Artie the One Man Party. I don't even know if he spoke Spanish, but he was a Latino kid who did that song "Amo Ver la Colita." And obviously he wasn't doing any of the phone calls. He was a DJ who made this song, you know. So these fools had me calling like South America and Puerto Rico and Mexico, and then all the Latin markets in America, Miami, El Paso, San Antonio, you know, I was going to say it in Spanish, New Mexico, and, you know, Phoenix, and just all Tucson, and just like, you know, obviously LA, San Diego. Well, then we started blowing up, and then now we're doing shows in TJ. So then now I'm like literally translating for, you know, doing the whole situation.
So one thing fell into another.
Yeah.
And the thing I respect about you is being able to be in situations, and it looks very much like you're comfortable. You're okay talking with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So does that where you being born in that situation and being around so many different types of people, is that where you develop that that characteristic?
No, you're totally right. My dad Googled it with my neighbor, my other good friend on the block. His name was Brian Kelly, right? And it was me and him, and that was about it, you know, besides the Cunninghams who were across the street. And then everybody else was just something else, you know. Everybody was just whatever they were, Indian, Chinese, doesn't matter, you know. It's a lot of Portuguese people and Latinos, obviously. And then what was crazy is these fools, like literally my Indian friend, I was like, dude, you got to teach me, you know, Punjabi, bro. And he was like, nah. I was like, no, dude, I want to talk to your parents and be respectful every time I come over your crib. So he taught me Punjabi. And then my other Filipino homie across the street, I was like, look, dude, like I can't understand nothing y'all are saying over here. Like this is not cool. So let me understand what you guys are talking about. So that, bam, I learned a little Tagalog. And what's crazy is, you know, the Philippines was a Spanish colony for like 400 years, bro. 400 years.
Yeah.
I mean, America's not 400 years old, right? That's crazy, right? And so, and unfortunately, the whole Catholic Church thing was kind of like slavery, right? So they basically, each island, they put a padre involved, you know, a friar or whatever they want to call him, in charge of each island. So that fool's last name became those people's last name.
Oh, shit.
So that's why you see a lot of Filipino people with Spanish last names.
Oh, shit.
That's exactly why. They basically just gave them their name, kind of like in America, cats took the last name of the slave owner.
Damn it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's nutty. So anyway, so there was that, you know, there was that. And so it was
slavery, and there was that.
So there was that. So it was like literally, like I said, the name of the town is called Union City because one side was called something, I was called Alvarado, and the other side was called where the Filipinos were at. And then the other side was called Decoto, which was where the Latinos were at. And they merged the cities together, I think in the late 50s, early 60s, and they called it Union City.
10-4.
Bam. Damn. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then I was really lucky and got based in Germany in the military. And so when I got based in Germany, what's crazy about those countries is they're so freaking small.
But what was the choice? Why did you want to go in the military?
Well, I didn't really want to. I just wanted the college money, homie. And then I was in the army for 12 days and we ended up invading Iraq. So it was like, I guess it was some kind of crazy karma. You know, I was trying to leave the war in Oakland and the outside of the Bay, the crack war, and it was the gang wars, and it was crazy. And then bam. 12 days later, Smith, get your stuff. You're going to war. I was like, this is not cool. But thank God they didn't send me to Kuwait. I didn't have to go, which was great. And I did a bunch of, you know, crazy missions in Germany. Yeah. You know, which was just
We've had those discussions.
Yes. It was not.
You remind me of like the driver. You know, that the white guy with the bald head that drives people. I think that literally was the name of the movie.
Oh, really?
And he's just like a badass driver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I don't know.
That's dope. Why? I ended up being a driver.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And then
was like bulletproof whatever
vehicles. Yeah, it was sick.
Man,
got to take those defensive driving courses. Got to drive a bus, bro. I mean, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was literally 20 years old, 18, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I was grinded till you find it. Like just trying in Germany, dude, in the mountains, bro. driving 2.5-ton trucks. Like it was crazy, dog. Like it was crazy. But I learned a lot. But my point is that there's like a lot of Ethiopian people there and like a lot of people from Africa. And then, in a couple of hours, you're in Holland, you know what I mean? So I was in Frankfurt. So in a couple of hours, I'm in Holland and they speak another language, you know what I mean?
Dude.
And then now the Dutch are crazy. So they had, think about this, they had Aruba, they had Suriname, they had Indonesia, they had South Africa as colonies.
Gotcha.
And probably more, I don't even know. Right. So all those people look hella different than an average Dutch person, right? You would think how an average Dutch person, you're like, oh, blonde hair, blue eye, wooden shoes, and the bull stuff, right? Nah, when you go there, homie, it's stupid mixed, like crazy. Some of the most beautiful people you've ever met in your life, bro. You're like, why are you not a model?
Yeah.
Even the dudes, you're like, dude, like get away from me. I don't even want to be around you.
Shout out to the Dutch Crunch.
Yeah, the Dutch Crunch.
That's a bread.
Oh yeah, Dutch Crunch
At
bread is
Rise
crap.
and Grind, they have. Shout out to Rise and Grind.
Yeah, shout out to Rise.
They have
and
the
Grind.
Dutch Crunch there.
They do.
You
Dutch
reminded
Crunch.
me of it.
Oh, Dutch Crunch.
It's a great bread.
It's crunchy on the outside.
It's a great bread,
But soft on the inside.
yeah, it's perfect.
I would say that's kind of how Dutch people are.
Sorry, back to what you're saying.
No, it's all good. So then there's all those languages, the kids in Europe, a lot of those countries actually graduate speaking 5 languages. Like it's required. Safe. Woo! Getting crazy with the brain stuff. Yeah, right. We did figure out the airflow though.
Yeah, I figured out the airflow. Shout out to Louis if he's watching.
Louis.
Sorry that I fucking spilt on the drape and I'll pick it up, but
Yeah.
damn, dude, I was trying to figure it out. I was timing it because you see how this is all lopsided,
That is a little.
and we're minus a lighter because the lighter is no longer here, ladies and gentlemen. So don't judge my fucking. Don't judge this. You know what I mean?
Can't judge.
They
it.
don't know our struggle.
They don't know the struggle.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No fuego.
Oh shit. Okay.
No fuego.
Back to we're in Germany. We're driving.
Oh yeah, so it was crazy, and then I picked up German, which was nuts because I wanted to talk to the German people, right?
Yeah.
And be respectful again when I call the German household. There's just like in Spanish, there's an informal.
Yeah.
And then when you call a Spanish home, you have to say hey, hi, you have to say good afternoon. My name, or then you ask them how they are. My name is so and so. How are you? And then they say, oh, good afternoon. My name is so and so. Thank you for asking. Like it's a formal situation.
Right.
Same in German. It was crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. Right. It's just America's like, hi, is Mike there? It's like, who is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad still answers the phone. Smith residence. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Your
what's
parents answer the phone like that?
Fuck, I don't know.
No?
Who knows?
Do they have a house phone?
My mom's usually like, oh,
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pretty chilling, huh?
yeah,
Your mom's chill though.
she's pretty high.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm
she's
just
chill.
kidding. Sorry, Mom. I'm just joking. I didn't mean to make that joke.
No.
She's not high at all. She
No?
doesn't do weed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
One time I smoked the J next to her just to show her that you don't go crazy.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
My dad said he went crazy, and that's why he doesn't burn. That's what he said.
Mm.
But I don't know. You know what I mean? I've never burned around my dad. My dad, I don't know anything about that.
I wish I could get my dad high
Yeah, me too.
just to fucking see how him eat
Exactly.
so much food,
Right?
And act like a teenager.
Yeah, he would probably cook.
'Cause I feel like
My dad would start cooking like a mug.
your dad.
Oh, he would start
Nah,
cooking.
My dad
bro.
would not.
No?
No.
Your mom do all the cooking?
But when she could move her arms, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
You know, you get old.
Yeah,
You can't move your arms when you get old. Shit's
you
fucking.
ain't right.
I mean, most people.
Yeah.
That's why I eat your vegetables and shit. You know.
Yeah, you do. I too.
Yeah, dude. But there's so many things that you've been through that because I've known you. This is like this is like an hour interview, and you have so many things that to offer. So I want to jump to, if it's okay with you, is
Anything. Ask me anything, Mike.
The band thing that you've been doing and influencing the youth.
Sure.
How long have you been? What's your title there?
Okay.
Band instructor.
Yeah, visual instructor.
Visual
instructor,
Dope.
which is pretty crazy,
Okay.
right? So I've been doing that in San Diego County since 2007, 8,
Got you.
which is pretty nutty.
Right.
Carlsbad High, Sarah High School, Rancho Bernardo, East Lake, Vista, Oceanside. It's been a fun ride, bro. Like, shout out to DJ Baker Man. Yeah, him and I have just been killing it over the last 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, dude, killing it. 6 years, just killing it, bro.
Right.
I think this is our 6th year.
Because they have like tournaments or stuff you can compete in.
Correct,
And-
all over the United States.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So
dope.
these kids get to make a good memory. They have a good example, a good leader,
Thanks, man.
and they're becoming, they're getting confidence. You know what I mean?
They are, and I watch them change,
That's
which is
dope.
really crazy. What's nutty is the kids that struggle the most usually end up like teaching later. or actually end up being the leaders later. Like it's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I'm on them the most. You know what I'm saying? So they end up being dope. By being juniors and seniors, they're actually better than everybody else because a lot of my focus was on them because maybe they were struggling the first year or two, you know? And I love it, man. Last year I was with Vista. We won 2 gold medals. We won the gold medal in the fall for like the marching band season. And then in the winter, what's super dope, y'all should check this out. So everybody's seen the movie Drumline, right? Pretty much, right? At this point, if you're, haven't living under a rock. And now we compete. Yeah, it's crazy. But we do Cirque du Soleil basically in gyms against other drum lines. It's like you don't just stand there how in the movie Drumline, they stand there against each other.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that anymore. So one drum line performs by itself.
Yeah.
And then another drum line performs by themselves, right? It's super dope. And then we have a theme and there's costumes and you're like getting thrown around and it's super dope. People are doing flips. Like it's literally like Cirque du Soleil on a gym floor. Like it's crazy dope. Yeah. And like I said, the El Camino a couple years did a whole Muhammad Ali like boxing theme. Cool. Last year we did a nano theme. So which is we had this floor, it looked like a COVID floor. So we were like, damn, man, I don't know what to do with this floor. You know what I mean? We had no idea what to do. And a shout out to Reggie and his wife. Like his wife was like, well, why don't you do a nano show? We're like, oh, damn, that totally works. Yeah. We did a nano show and we swept everybody, bro. Nice. We beat everybody, man. Cool. And I literally put them in Home Depot paint coveralls, like $16 costumes. Yeah. And we won, bro. Like all these other cats had hella money and they just like, have these fancy Trojan costumes. Yeah. They were talking smack, looking like, y'all look like you're wearing garbage bags, like talking smack. And then we mopped them up. Dang. We mopped them up in the championship, which is pretty cool. But I love teaching. Right. I just love teaching. It's my out because lots of times during the day, as you know, I'm sitting in meetings, I'm reading pro formas and balance sheets and tax returns, and, just grinding numbers, and it's been a great out for me, bro. That's what's up. It really has been a great out for me, man.
What was the first step that made you want to do that?
Well, I was at Vista in like 2007 or 8 or something at a drum corps show. So drum corps is marching band on steroids. So without the woodwinds, so no flutes, no clarinets, no saxes, right? So what's crazy about it is just the horns and the drums, and then the color guard people with the flags and the sabers and the rifles and stuff. Yeah. And I'm leaning on this fence, like that goes around the track, and I'm wearing my Blue Devil jacket. In 1988, I was in this world famous drum corps called the Concord Blue Devils, and we went undefeated that year, did pretty well, and then it was crazy. This dude walks by me and my drum corps jacket still fit me from when I was 15 years old because I was supposed to be in it till I was 21 instead of going in the Army. Yeah. I was going to plan on being in it for 7 years. And so I bought the jacket. It was way too big for me. I had to like roll up the sleeves and now it fits perfect. It's weird. But anyway, I'm wearing my jacket. Somebody found it. My mom, somebody found it. And this dude walks by me and goes, excuse me, do I know you? And I was like, I turn around, bro. I ain't seen this cat since 1988. And this was 2008, like 7 or 8, right? So for like 20 years, I hadn't seen this cat. So I hugged this man, bro. I'm not going to lie, harder than I've ever hugged a man in my life because he was my actual seat partner, like my bus partner. And he's a super famous drum instructor and a super famous drummer. He won the world title in 1986. Like he's in the drumming world. He's like the dude, And so I go, dude, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm teaching this drum corps that you just watched. And I was like, get out of here. I was like, let me teach, bro. And he's like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm a record executive. I own a real estate firm, blah, blah, blah. I told him about it. He's like, you're a record executive. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, I told him my crazy story. And he goes, well, you don't want to teach, homie. Like, you do music for real. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't want to just be around people that just want to be famous anymore. Right. Like I've been at that world, I've been in that world for like 20 years. Right. So I was kind of over it. And he was like, all right, man, have a good night. I'll, we exchange numbers, whatever. This fool called me like 3 or 4 months later. He's like, look, I got this crappy band. They're called Sarah High School and they're not any good. But, if you really want to teach, I told you don't want to teach. And bro, 16 years I've been teaching now, man. Nice. It's crazy, dude. I love teaching, man. And it hasn't been easy, homie. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Because that band wasn't any good. Well, but it was great. It was a great experience,
Because I only have an hour. What do you think through all these experiences, through whether it's a job or working with kids
or whatever, what would be your lesson through everything that's either kept you optimistic, kept you positive, you know, that you could pass on, whether it's an attitude, whether it's a habit? What's one or two things maybe that help you through everything that you've been through stay sound?
Diligence, man. Diligence, you know what I mean? And persistence, you know? And then you have to have self-discipline. Like, just do your job. I think Bill Belichick had like coached his teams that way. Like, if you as a linebacker just do your damn job, then if this fool just does that, you know, that D lineman just does his job, like that D back just does their job, like, just do your job, homie. Like, stick to your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I meet cats my age that like, yo, G, I'm a rapper. I'm like, oh yeah, homie. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, look, it could happen. You know what I mean? It could happen, bro.
Right.
It could happen. Like, maybe you throw on a mask and no one knows you're 50 something. You know what I'm saying? You could be MC Clown or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It could happen. But you know, the thing is that I appreciate that due diligence, and I appreciate people who love hip hop, right? I appreciate who love our culture. I love it. And I'm glad that people are keeping it going. I think we had this discussion the other day. You know, I'm really happy. But just throughout my life, a lot of people say, yo, G, you can't do that. Yo, G, you can't do that. You know, white boy, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Yo, you can't be a rapper and be an executive. Or you can't be a rapper and be on the radio. Oh, you can't be a rapper on the radio and be an executive. Well, yeah, right. I did all that. You know what I'm saying? And then they were like, oh, you can't teach music and do real estate at the same time. Oh, really, homie? Like, watch me, you know? And then they were like, oh, you can't have a security company and do real estate and to teach music and manage an artist. Oh, really, homie? Watch. You know what I'm saying? And then I work 7 days a week. You know that. You know what I mean? I think that I don't work a lot. I work 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Right. And I'll take an email. I'll answer an email. I'll answer a text. I'll answer a phone. You know, I think a lot of people are just lazy, homie. And they literally just, they don't make it because they don't have self-discipline, the due diligence, and the persistence, you know? Right. So many people tell me no, bro. Like this cat, I was out doing a U4rik sale today. And I didn't make an appointment. I just walked in a random liquor store or whatever. And they, I guess, used to carry U4rik, right? And then, dude, and you saw me the other day, you know, somebody tell me no a couple of times and I don't take no. I just don't take no for an answer. Yeah. Okay, that's great. But you know what I'm saying? But have you thought about blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? You know, and that just works, bro. And I just think that if you don't let people tell you what it is. Right. You know, just don't let people tell you what it is. Do you? And now don't be a point where everybody's told you ain't gonna make it as a rapper, and now you're 60 and you never made it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have, I don't know, the foresight, not the foresight. You have to have self-awareness. Self-awareness. You know, like I would love to play professional football, right? I would love to do it. I would love to play professional baseball. Like I'm good at both those sports, right? But I knew, like my mom told me, she said, you got to have a strong back or a strong mind. She said, you're pretty small, dude. You know damn. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? And then I saw that was a Sproles or one of those little small cats that made it to the NFL. It was like 5'9" or something. Sproles. Yeah, he's super dope, right?
5'3".
Yeah, super dope, right? Super small cat, right? And so I literally sent my family a video of that dude like scoring a touchdown. I was like, I could have made it. You know what I'm saying? No. Y'all crushed my football dream. You know what I mean? But he was probably solid and a little cannonball.
A little bit bigger than you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a tad bit.
Yeah, just a tad bit. Probably like, 210 or something, just hella small, but just hard to tackle.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Villain Globs real quick.
Yeah, it's all good.
Up. Shout out to the homie Top Shelf.
Hey.
Saying what's up. Thank you, everybody, tuning in.
Yeah.
Dude here with my dude Guero Loco. Since you brought up the U4rik, so what's the shout out to U4rik? What's the story with U4rik, real quick?
Well, DJ Bakerman again.
DJ Bakerman.
Bakerman was getting sponsored by this company, and I was like, yo, this is actually good, right? Yeah. I mean, I've been drinking tequila. Think about it, 30 years or so. Yeah. So I think I'm an expert at tequila at this point, right?
Yes, sir.
And I was a head bartender at Chevy's, if you remember Chevy's.
Yeah.
You remember Chevy's?
Yeah.
So there was that was like their thing. It was tequila, right?
Yeah.
So I was a head bartender. So I've drank a lot of tequila. Yes. And I worked at Spanish bars. So, and it was a Mexican-owned bar. And my cousin was married to the guy that owned 2 super famous Mexican bars in the Bay Area called La Fuente, which is pretty great. And so that's kind of how I got that upbringing. Excuse me. In addition, this cat he has a degree in biochem from Berkeley, so it's a whole different twist. Like he's basically disrupting the entire industry on how he makes alcohol,
Right.
which is crazy. And the whole 800 molecules, we took 200 some molecules out, no hangovers, sodium free, gluten free, 16 calories a shot,
16
y'all.
calories.
16 calories a shot, no hangover. I don't think you really, I don't care about the gluten and the sodium.
Yeah,
It never affected me.
Right.
But 16 calories a shot, homie,
Yeah.
and no hangover, I'm down. Right?
Right.
I'm super down. And that's this vodka right here that's made with, 6 California wine grapes, which are pretty great. Do you want to have a little sip since you burned that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
And can you press the button so the people can? Does it work?
Yeah, it does work.
Check that out. If you're at night in a nightclub or whatever, like, come on.
Yeah.
How easy is that sales point if you have your bottle girls taking that around? Yeah, it's so easy, bro. I don't know how nobody else tried to do that, but shout out to U4rik for the idea and for going through with that. It's just crazy, dog.
Crazy.
It will run out. Like, don't let it keep going. If you get a bottle, don't let it keep going.
If you start coming down, you just do that.
It
And then
does-
if you're just like zoned out, you're just like,
Right.
yo, that's
Yeah.
dope, right?
Right.
If you're just smoking, right?
But the
You don't
battery
want the
runs
blinky.
out.
That's what I heard. I
Yeah,
haven't
it does.
seen the
No, I
battery yet.
had one at the house. Remember?
Did you?
Yeah, and I left it. I left it on.
Dang.
But does it in the bottom? Is there like? Is that where it's? Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. how
Super
they-
dope.
how
And
they
the
did
bottom
that.
even has the sticker.
And then if you're outside during the daytime,
it glows because there's a protein in it.
because there's a protein in it.
Yeah, so for day parties at the pool at Vegas, Morongo Casino,
Yeah.
Pachanga,
Pachanga.
yeah, Verona, all the big spots, man. Saquon, what's the other one? The Valley View's super dope.
You said Coachella.
Yeah, the
For you?
Coachella.
Yeah.
Coachella's gonna
Yeah.
rock. That's right.
So yeah, a lot of
We're
big
super
things are
excited
going
about
on.
Coachella. Super excited. Yeah, you should sip it, bro. I
Okay.
think you should sip it on camera. Why not,
Why not just gulp it though?
dude?
You
I
know,
mean, you
whoever. Sorry to cut you off, but if
Okay.
anybody ever wants to come in, we'll always take 1 or 2 people to come try the stuff that we get to do here.
Yeah.
Or smoke with us or whatever.
Come on down.
But yeah, thank
Cheers.
you, bro. Cheers, appreciate you.
I would drink one with you, but I gotta ride my motorcycle.
I know. That's
I rode my bike. It's the one thing I don't do. I don't drink. I can't do it.
I never see myself on a bike. Is there something to
Oh, bro,
is
you
there-
got to get a bike.
No.
You would love it.
Is there
homie.
something that you don't see yourself doing since you know everything on the planet? Fucker.
I mean, I've never worked at a fast food joint. You know what I mean? I just never did that. You know what I mean? It's not really my thing.
That tastes good.
But isn't that great?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's just great.
Fast food, that's what you're gonna say you don't know?
No, I just don't know.
What's
anything about
something you
fast food.
don't have knowledge on?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
What-
wow.
Wow. What don't I know? Well, you know what I tell my poor family? Poor family. I tell them I know everything. I just can't remember it all at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
shit. Wow.
If you know me,
Wow.
that's kind of my MO. It's all
Yeah.
bad, right? Well, I can now because I have Google. So whatever Google knows,
That's
I
true.
know, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Which is really, really great. I think I would really love to learn more about the ocean. Like the ocean really intrigues me. Like I've always had this fascination with the ocean. And I feel like besides not being like a marine biologist or a scientist or something, like I know a lot more than the average probably cat walking around. But I would just love maybe just to tell the whole everything goodbye, just every single hustle I've ever had, just be like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to college and just go be a marine biologist or something. You know what I'm saying? And just literally just go for the last part of my life, literally like live in the water, bro, and just like film sharks or whales or
Like
just,
Jacques Cousteau, that
yeah,
motherfucker?
dude, that's my guy, bro.
Yeah. I thought
That's
that's where
my
you're gonna
guy.
go. Like, I'm gonna go live in the ocean.
Yeah, his grandchildren are super big biologists right
I
now.
don't know that.
Yeah, I've watched their whole documentaries. They're amazing.
Yeah.
So do you know where he filmed a lot of his stuff at?
Paris.
Sia Cortez,
All right.
which is between Baja and Mexico, right? So he used to call it the world's aquarium. Like, and it's right
Oh,
here,
that's
bro.
cool,
It's
yeah.
literally right here.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
To Paris?
No, to the Sia Cortez. That's a good J.
I've never been there either.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing.
yeah, you know, it's pretty. You know,
Las abuelitas lo
Las
tiene.
I wish I had a lighter, man.
Yeah, right. Damn.
If I was Superman, I could heat it.
I got a
with my
homie
eyes.
with I got a homie with some breath that could light you up.
Oh.
And shout out to all my homies who know who that cat is.
Dude, it sucks, bro. Like when you meet somebody cool,
Yeah.
and then like
Their
you
breath
get
is
close,
taken.
and I'm like, damn, dog, I got a couple people that I really like that are
Me
like
too.
that you can't tell.
that are just on hum.
Yeah, that you can't tell them.
They're just on hum. Oh no, I tell them. I don't give a damn.
I
So you
can't
know
tell
me.
'em.
I don't know. I don't know if you know, But
You're weird, JG. I love you though.
Thank God. I walk around with mints like 24/7. Like I have to do it, bro. Like I have to have mints on me because I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure I have been. You know what I mean? I love coffee. You know, there's been certain things that I've consumed that can't. You know, a lot of garlic.
You know what I saw this week, dude?
What's that?
Was some mushroom mints.
Oh,
never seen anything like that before. Tiny canister, and they're small. So you think like you could take 2 or 3?
Sure.
Don't take 2 or 3.
No,
just start with one.
Wow, because super
it's the same
condensed.
thing. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That's smart though, bro. So you're baked and you don't have bad breath.
True that.
So you can hang out with your chick and be baked,
right?
Or dude, or whatever you like to hang out.
Yeah,
with.
We don't.
Yes, dog. You can hang out with your dog.
The dog, I like.
Yeah, Luna. Shout out to Luna.
Shout out to Luna.
Damn. So did you get that taken care of today? By the way, no.
Dude,
Luna's
everywhere I go, it just fucks up my day. This whole dog shit, man. I can't go work out because she's biting herself or scratching if I leave.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then I'll look for fleas. There's no fleas. And I'm thinking this chick is doing it just because I'm leaving her alone and she's fucking playing my ass.
Yeah, we'll put her in the car.
Yeah, but then like it's hot. You know what I mean? You can't leave her in the
car.
You
ever had a girlfriend like that? You ever had a girlfriend like that?
That you had to leave in the car?
I've had lots of girlfriends
like that. A lot of girlfriends
that I should have left in the car.
Should have left in the car. Yeah. Fuck. Dude, how stupid was the guy? It's like you're arguing and then you go back to the argument.
Right.
Like, here's what I want to say. Like, that's gonna fucking make it better.
It's not.
No,
it's
dude.
Not gonna better.
Leave.
Other than the apology, just apologize.
Yeah. If you made a mistake.
No, apologize anyways, bro. Just apologize anyways. If you want to get a back massage or anything later,
right?
Just apologize anyways, bro. Because some guys can't even do their own laundry. They can't cook. They had to do nothing, right?
Right.
So they need a significant other. They're just duh. You know what I mean? So they just apologize even if you're wrong, bro. If you really love somebody, apologize even if you're wrong.
That's how you stay in a relationship.
Yeah, that's it. But it comes to a point, bro, where you ain't like, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
you hit a wall, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But if you would have stand your ground like midway, maybe the shit would have molded. But no,
I agree.
You agreed with this girl the whole time, and then what? Your spirit was getting diminished a little bit, a little bit, and then you just finally
your light was getting dim.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know that homie who's just like 40 or 50 now, and he just like should I wear this?
Oh my gosh, I was at the store the other day. I swear to God, this guy after me is like, and I'm like, gosh, dude, thank God I'm not that guy. He tells the deli guy, can I get that tuna, please? A steak of tuna. The guy's like, oh, do you want the normal one or marinade? He's like, my wife didn't tell me.
Oh man. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Just grab one.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Grab both.
If he makes
what you do is you grab both.
Right.
You just get 2.
But I just feel bad for the guy. He's already,
But I understand his plight.
He's stressed out.
I understand.
He was definitely like, it was half all his hair. And I know
so
that's
he had,
why.
Ear curtains?
Yeah.
He had ear curtains already?
He was stressed out.
Oh, he's stressed out, bro.
Gosh.
Yeah, you can get stressed out by your significant other, bro.
I know this.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do.
I love when people call me on the fucking podcast.
Is that the OG Juice guy?
It's OG Jake.
OG Jake.
Yeah.
Dang, shout out to Will, OG Juice.
Shout out to, we have an event on the 31st.
Yes,
that we're going to be a part of.
Yes, we do.
With OG Juice.
OG Juice, U4rik.
U4rik.
The person dropping her album.
Release.
And then it's at the Vault, at Rise and Grind.
At the Vault.
So what time do they need to show up?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
6.
So
6.
Yeah. So basically, because of how the circle and things that have developed, we are able to throw events.
Yep.
Private parties at the Vault, aka Rise and Grind.
Yep.
And
Chef Dan, shout out.
Chef Dan.
Katie, shout out.
And
was it Landon the other day?
Landon.
Abercrombie
and Fitch Landon.
Abercrombie and Fitch Landon, you know?
Anyway,
he's a nice kid.
Yeah, great kid. I'm gonna finish this so I can get some of that. Because
dude,
can we talk to the people about what this is?
Okay, so what's crazy? So this comes from Napa, and then we make it. So which is insane, right? So we make the water, we distill it, we bottle it, we do it all. Okay. Even crazier is we even grow that. So we grow it, import it, distill it, bottle it, you put it in your mouth. Like
Man.
it's insane. So what's crazy about this and about that, we went down to Cafe Sevilla today. Shout out to Cafe Sevilla, which was dope. And they said yes, voila.
Awesome.
You know, so that's one of the most established tapas place, you know,
Oh,
in,
nice.
in Spanish, the Spanish Latino market here, Long Beach. I think there's maybe even another one in like Newport or Costa Mesa, which is great. And all, you know, Fernando and all those guys sing there all the time. And Mike, Big Mike, the guy that got me to teach, he plays there all the time, which is great. And so it's just been an amazing ride. I don't know how this has happened, but I just feel like the universe is just helping us out. You know what I mean? It's just so weird. Shout out to Luis. Remember Luis? He came to the gig the other day.
Yeah.
And he set up the meeting. And I didn't think I was gonna be able to make the meeting. I thought it was yesterday, and it was today, which was perfect.
Nice.
I rode my motorcycle down there, had a great time. The guy wasn't even there. Dude, the thing was, the GM was there.
Oh,
And Allison was hecka cool.
nice.
So now we're gonna be hopefully in, you know,
multiple.
hopefully spot.
Yeah.
So she loved it. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna talk to the owner, and here we go.
Nice.
Bro, nobody's told me no yet, bro.
Right. That's a cool thing. It's having a good product. And I went with you the other day to see the pitch. And
Yeah.
And then when people try it, they're surprised compared to other things.
Well, I want you to try it on camera, and this is what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to smell it.
Okay.
Okay. Then I want you to tell me what you think of when you smell it. Okay.
Okay.
So this is an añejo.
Weed.
Right. This is that new weed tequila. No, it is not.
No,
it
it's
is not
not.
weed. It is not weed. at all.
allegedly.
No, right? But it's very, very good.
Holy balls,
Well,
man.
it's a sipping container. It's a sipping. So you got to sip it. Don't shoot it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So what's great about it is first I want you to smell it, and then I want you to tell me what you smell.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Take nada. U4rik.
I don't know. Darn it.
U4rik.
The woods?
Yeah, exactly. Parao. There you go.
Padow.
You smell the woods. I also smell the woods. Okay. I smell a forest. Like you can literally smell.
Yeah.
Did you smell the tropical storm the other day?
Yeah. Dude,
Did
that
it
was weird.
But it smelled like a tropical storm, right?
It was just like,
It smelled like the tropics, bro.
Right.
That's how
It was
down
warm.
there smells. That's how Puerto Rico smells.
Got
That's
you.
how the St. Thomas smells. And that's how Hawaii smells.
gosh.
Doesn't that smell great?
Right.
So that's grown at 7,000 feet in the mountains of Jalisco, Mexico, right? It's called Los Altos, and it's outside of Arandas, which is this cool little town in Jalisco. It's the state is Jalisco, which is about, you know, let's say an hour or two outside of Guadalajara, probably, right? And it's in the mountains at 7,000 feet, which for your guys' information is the same as Tahoe. Okay, so you think about, oh, I'm going to Tahoe, going to go snowboard or whatever,
Yeah, I did.
right?
We're gonna go, bro.
Go hit some pow. And so this is grown at that same. You don't see any farms in Tahoe. That's the
Gotcha.
thing. But in Mexico, we could do that,
10-4.
right?
Man.
And we have our own well. The water was actually cleaner in Mexico in our well than it was in downtown LA and over here in San Marcos and in the barrio, which is crazy because we're basically drinking the bottom of the California aqueduct, which is nuts, right? Do you know where that starts?
Come on, man.
Just let me just see if you know.
Paris.
The rain might start in Paris. No, so what's crazy is that's the bottom of Lake Shasta, bro.
Okay.
The bottom of Lake Shasta. Do you know where Lake Shasta is? It's by
Yes.
Oregon, homie.
Gotcha.
Oregon. So the bottom of Lake Shasta has a dam. It was the second largest dam built in the world at the time.
Okay.
Okay, the Shasta Dam. The first is probably
Bro.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam.
I'm thinking of Evil
Hoover.
Knievel right now.
Right? He was jumping
The
over
Grand
Vegas.
Canyon.
Yeah, okay. Well, that is the Colorado River. Same
Where
thing.
the Hoover Dam is.
Same. Yeah, exactly.
See?
So, which is crazy. So you knew.
Boom.
Boom. You knew.
I tied into it.
Put out. Right. So what's crazy is it was the second largest dam built at the time in the world, the Shasta Dam. So that is the Sacramento River. Oh, okay. The Sacramento River runs into the what? The Delta. Okay. The Delta in Sacramento. The Delta runs into the bay. The bay runs into the ocean.
Holy shit.
What? So it goes Pacific Ocean, Bay Area, the Delta. The Sacramento River runs into it. So does the American River, which is crazy, right? Then it runs down into the California Aqueduct, which is a cement river, basically, that comes all the way down to LA, which is nuts. It goes to the Grapevine, those hills that you go over,
Yeah.
that you end up in Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain.
Yeah, exactly, right? So if you ever driven over those hills, you see these big old pipes on the side of the 5 that are like going over this mountain. Well, that's the water. It's crazy. So the water's been getting what? Sprayed with poison from all the almond orchards and the fruit orchards and the rice. I don't know if you know, but California is one of the largest rice exporters in the world, bro. In the world. It's crazy, right? Top 10. So they grow rice basically from Redding, south of Redding, Red Bluff, all the way to damn near, bro, to Stockton for sure. Okay. So that's like 100, 200 miles of just rice, bro. It's nuts.
And we started in Jalisco.
Well, Jalisco, right?
Jalisco.
So what's crazy is that water, though, we were making the vodka up in Culver City, right, in our distillery there, and we were testing the water. We were getting heart medicine, freaking uranium, methamphetamines. We're coming out of the tests because we were taking it to this Rick's freaking crazy scientist guy. He was actually getting it tested through probably stuff we don't even have to test, but he wants to know what the hell's in the vodka, right?
Yes, sir.
And so he basically found out that all this bad stuff was in the water. So he filtered it out, which is nuts. And so he did the same thing over here in the barrio as well, which is crazy. In the San Diego water, a lot of our water comes from the mountains up in, Eastern County, San Diego. But I think there's still some might even be the Colorado River as well, which is crazy, right? So the water's not clean in San Diego. It's actually worse in San Diego than it is in LA, believe it or not, which seems amazing that it should not be. It should be switched.
Right.
LA water is completely horrible, but it's still better than San Diego water. Crazy.
Well, that's the thing as I like about being able to have a podcast and bringing people on who have products that I can vouch for and get behind. And that's the cool thing, that when you watch and you take time to see the stuff that we have here that we bring you, these are all products that whoever's behind them cares, that's putting their heart and their soul in these products. Like G was saying, the parts per million on these is zero. And if you have any knowledge on parts per million, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're bringing you the healthiest possible option that we can for a tequila, the healthiest possible option that we can for a vodka.
That's right.
So definitely let us know. We have the plug.
Yeah.
And we're
hit us up.
Yeah. And we're getting in restaurants.
Oh man. Oh, everybody's saying yes.
We get to hang out. That was cool.
The parties are great.
I'm excited to, I haven't been to a party, but I'm just saying.
What do you mean you just threw one?
Oh yeah. Sorry. That's the cool thing
this is amazing
about smoking weed is like you forget shit and people remind you, and then you're just like, oh yeah, and then you get to experience again that sense of.
So you ever have to watch a movie again? You ever like get super baked and then watch a movie, and then like years and years later, you're like, maybe I've watched this movie. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't know if you saw the trailer or you just watched it super baked, so you can watch it again, and it's like watching a movie all over again.
Right. I just miss certain parts.
Right.
But not like a whole movie.
Because weed naps. Yeah. You ever take weed naps?
No, like lately the weed hasn't been.
Oh, lighter. Fuego. Oh, good hands. Since that's why you didn't go pro in baseball.
Don't buy me. Fuck yeah, I got a lighter back.
Yes.
Like I needed it.
Yes. Why not, bro? Why not, dude? It's la vida. Okay, so let's go back to the tequila.
Yeah.
So when you smelt it, you basically smelled the mountains, which is great.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no fakes, anything in here.
Right.
There's nothing in there other than water and agave.
Yeah. No additives.
No additives. That's insane.
That's the beauty of it.
Dude, this guy asked me today, this actual at that liquor store. He was like, is there any additives? I was like, no, none at all. Because the whole thing about U4rik is not what we put in, it's what we take out. Yeah. It's not what you put in or we put in, it's what we take out, which is crazy. So y'all should really hit up Michael Gabriel. He knows where to get bottles. He's the man. Trust me. Like, it's what I'm so proud about Michael Gabriel is that, like you said, you're getting behind things that are trustworthy products. I don't know how else to say it. Like, they're trustworthy products, which is great. And they're organic. I mean, I don't know if they're not behind anything. Everything that we're giving you is 100% organic as well. Our farm is organic. The alcohol is organic. It's crazy. Like, I know that, we're both halfway decent shaped guys, and I'm in my 50s. So I'm on the other side, homie. Think about it. I have lived more of my life than I'm going to live moving forward.
Who knows? You could transfer yourself to another robot or something.
Now, that's the thing. Now, in 30 years from now, am I going to be able to grow a new liver? I might be able to. I mean, they've been cloning people, right? Cloning sheep and cloning cows. Why can't they clone me a liver?
And a river.
Yeah, and
And
a river.
speaking
Right?
of rivers, Cool Beat Production, shout out Cooley. Our aqueducts connect all
Oh,
the way
sick.
to Colorado River. We get the water from the Denver Compact
There it is.
Agreement of 1922. Holy shit, this motherfucker.
Who told us?
The rivers have different connections and
I
are
love
not
this
used for
person.
tapped resources. Bam. And shout out to Baby Girl Rendezvous for checking out.
Yeah, that was dope.
crazy,
See, so
man.
they told us.
Smart motherfucker. Damn, Cooley.
I love smart
They
people.
just black out. Like Bruce, sometimes he'll black out and say some crazy stuff.
Bruce,
Like Will Ferrell
Bruce.
in that movie. You remember the movie Old School?
Oh, I love that.
And
It's
he's
one of my
debating,
favorite
and he
movies.
and he just blacks out and he's like,
That was basically me and my homies in college, and we all worked at Red Lobster.
dude.
That's what's crazy.
I like G also has a group of military friends that you
Mhm.
hang out with, like what, twice a year or something?
Oh no, my homies I grew up with.
Grew up with those
Yeah.
are those guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
those-
It's
yeah.
really cool to see. And that's another thing that I can't relate to, but I admire seeing, and
Thanks.
I'm happy for you to have that. You have a group of friends that you guys hang out
Yes, sir.
twice a year and
Yeah, man.
go to Vegas.
Boys
and shit.
trip. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
PMP. So shout out to PMP. So what they
You have a cute nickname.
Oh, for sure. So everybody else was in a gang, right? We're like, no, we're not doing a gang. That's not our thing. So my homie Dupriest was like, yo, people making progress. So how we did it, and if you put an I in the middle, how do you spell P-I?
Oh.
Oh.
That's nice.
So this cat, I was in like English, and I walk outside of English, and him and my homie Donnie just start beating me up, bro. Like in the middle of school.
That's what happens in PMP, dog.
Dude, PMP, you got to get
They
jumped
don't
in.
fuck around.
No,
dog.
you got to get jumped in,
Yeah,
homie.
somebody should've
It was
told
no
you.
joke. So these fools just started racking me. And I was like, yeah, what's going on? It's like PMP, dog. It's PMP. So I had to fight back, right? So I had to fight two of my own homies. And they're like, not in the face. Not in the face, not in the face. So they jumped me in. It was crazy. And then we jumped in the homie Steve. And then we jumped in the next homie, then the next homie, the next homie. And I think we had like 9 homies at the
face.
dude. Then it was bad because it was like 9 homies on one by the end of our senior year. You know, it was all bad,
Oh.
but it was great. And so we still all go to Vegas every year or New Orleans or somewhere fun. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is you got me and Gringolicious, right? And then you got Dupree's the brother, right? Steve is Japanese, right? One dude's like Vietnamese, another dude's half Filipino, half
Damn.
Sicilian. The other dude's Filipino and like I don't even know, Hungarian or some weird thing. And then the other dude's Colombian, bro.
Damn, bro, you guys are a rainbow.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like perfect. It's like literally everybody is something different, you know, which is super sick. And when we go places, I remember we were at the adults only pool like years and years ago. And we were walking out. We're like,
adults only?
yeah, there's adults only pools in Vegas. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, bro, you should go. You should go.
What
as,
goes on at the
as a
adults?
single man, you should go now.
Is that like is it a porn pool?
I mean, clothing is optional, you know what I
Okay.
mean, for sure. You know, or European
Oh,
pools.
dude,
They call them
damn
European
it. You
pools.
reminded me of something I saw in the
You know what I mean?
shower.
What?
Sorry.
You saw in the shower?
I was walking out.
The
if you've-
gym.
If
In the
you've,
gym.
if you've
though.
watched some of my episodes, you can go back and I speak about my experiences at the gym.
Yeah. Is that the dude that was drying himself again?
Nah,
That's
dude.
another story.
This week I'm leaving the bathroom and I've never seen it, and I don't know why this guy thought it was okay, but he just totally walked in the pisser buck naked,
Wow.
and I was just like, "Look for it. Dude, this is
Just look
crazy. What's going on?"
Did he
And then
just
this
shake
whole
it
thing,
like
this
like-
whole thing just happens. Like, I'm gonna tell the boys this is gonna be on the podcast. Like, this
Right.
whole freaking thing
Yeah.
starts going
Yeah,
through my
you-
head.
you start
So
thinking
I'm
of
laughing
reasons.
inside, and then I can't laugh at this guy.
No.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? In
yeah.
the 3.2 milliseconds.
How old was this cat?
Definitely in his 50s. bro.
Okay, definitely.
Definitely.
Was
in
he
his
in shape,
50s.
cat?
No.
No. It's always
Nah.
that cat. It's always
But
that dude.
no, but this guy was like mid, like if he worked out, he would, and usually it's like the older
yeah, usually
fat
old-
white guys
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are just like, this is
Dude.
me. I don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
I'm a
In Germany, you
millionaire.
know, they go to the swim bad, the indoor pools
Uh-huh.
or the indoor lakes butt naked.
Yeah.
But what's so crazy about them being gordo, it's great because you can't see anything because it hangs over. So you can't even really tell that they're gordo until they turn around. Because they all wear
Oh,
Speedos
yeah, it's
over
true
there.
that. True.
You know what I'm saying? Because they wear
Gosh.
Speedos. So then they got banana hammocks.
Dude,
you
God
know.
did not make I mean, men can be obviously attractive, but
Right.
he did not make us like,
Dude, sometimes I
let it
think
go, we let
God's
it
a
go.
man, bro. Sometimes I think God's a man. You
Well-
know, because the women are just so beautiful. You know. What I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't really care if God's a man or a woman. Or
he
just
definitely got lazy. He was like, they're beautiful. These guys fucking.
Let me take a rib and
They'll
make them
fig-
look
they'll
way
figure it
better
out.
than the first fools.
They'll figure it out.
Let me do man 2.0, and then they get to be able to have babies and stuff. Like You know, they always do new and improved Tide, right?
Right. Dude, I'm not, obviously, you know, I'm not a drinker. I'm more of a
Yeah.
smoker, but everything is so smooth.
It is.
And then to combine, we talked about juice. No, Will.
Oh yeah,
You know, to combine those kind of
Yeah,
drinks and be able
organic.
to do some organic fruity
For
drinks
sure.
and stuff.
Yeah, y'all should check him out. OG Juice.
OG Juice.
On Instagram,
Yeah.
man. I mean, oh my God, this dude. So at the let's tell him Rise and Grind, you can actually ask for a drink of euphoric and the OG juice together. So if you're getting in, you know, a beet juice margaritas, oh my God, those were crack
Yeah,
the
those
other
were good.
night. And then the pineapple margaritas too, organic pineapple juice. If you
Yeah.
don't die without drinking organic pineapple juice, bro,
Uh.
that was, I mean, dude, you can even taste the tequila, which is amazing,
Wow.
right? It was just literally, you're just, you know what I call this, right? Juice of the gods.
Juice of the gods.
Juice of
That's
the gods.
what I tell people. We got the best God drugs.
Do we do? We do.
God's
I mean,
good.
Jesus made water into wine. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
it's
dude.
okay.
This shit's dope.
Yeah.
And
it
tequila's
is.
healthier for it. It's the healthiest possible option if you're gonna drink.
It is. It really, really is, because it's super distilled. Again, you know.
Do we know if it's 5 times distilled?
No, it's single. If you do it
Single.
right the first time, you don't have to
10-4.
do it again, my
10-4.
baby. You know.
And then he's building a
distillery?
event place.
Yeah,
And then
so-
we can throw. When's that? What's the ETA?
So
on that?
the thing next year, we're stoked.
Nice.
So we already been digging the drainage and everything in the middle of the building, which is great. So look out for U4rik Spirits at on Instagram, U4rik Spirits, U4rik Spirits on Instagram. Check us out. So what's crazy about it is we're gonna have the first distillery in history ever where you can party at a distillery, dude. I mean, that's sick. So, and in San Diego, right here in San Diego, right here in California, and it, you know, we're making tequila, right? So it's about time that a Latino guy actually owns the distillery. You know what I'm saying? It's not some gringos or other cats that aren't, you know.
But we like white
Mexican.
people.
Yeah, we like them. But you know, there's a couple other cats like me. I like.
Go
me.
ahead.
I love G.
Go
You
ahead.
know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know I love G. But it's just great that a Mexican American man is owning his own distillery, making his own tequila.
Right.
I just don't know of any other.
Right.
Not in California.
Well, that's the cool thing.
You know
too.
what I mean?
We're doing shit that you know, a lot of people say they do stuff that nobody else is doing, but it's
Right.
really cool to do stuff that nobody else is doing,
Right.
and be able to celebrate that with people that
Well,
you respect.
Look at you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you are the first rapper in San Diego
Yes, sir.
that I know of
Yes, sir.
that owns his own brand.
Yes, sir.
I mean, y'all, props to this cat.
It's about
right?
the interview's not about me, motherfucker.
I know, but you know,
Thanks.
props, dog.
I appreciate
Props,
it.
You know,
Yeah, I still, from a mental standpoint, it's hard to believe that it's true. I don't know if that's like a human thing,
right?
even though I
It
can
is.
see the boxes like right in front of me.
Right.
It's still convincing myself, you know, because bills are still tight. Things haven't
Yeah.
blown up yet, so it's
Yeah.
it's that next belief. But obviously, looking and seeing that is
Right.
honored. I'm honored and grateful, and
Right.
people see it, and it becomes in this world where people kind of try to look a certain way.
Mm.
And Instagram, you know,
Yeah.
whether I take a certain angle to make me look or whatever.
Sure. Oh, I
it's-
met that chick. She ain't hot. That has happened to me before, homie. Showed up to the bar with the homies, and they had their homies. Be like, "Oh, we're over here," and then she'll be like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah,
So that's yours.
I haven't had that.
You talk to her.
experience.
Oh, it's not dope, man. They take them angles. They know, homie. They know. They know. They like, you know, YouTube it. Which angle should I take my
Yeah.
Instagram picture from?
Well, I'm excited. I just want to be in those situations because, like, when you're in a relationship for a long time, you don't really. There's human experiences that you miss out.
Totally.
Going downtown
Totally.
and going to a club.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Dancing. I don't know. Maybe.
How does that
whatever.
go? Dancing.
Dancing and shit. I don't fucking know. But like, I haven't done that, so
You
I'm
should
probably
come down
gonna.
with me.
I'm gonna do that once or twice.
You should come down. We were dancing the other night. Oh, dang. We were dancing the other. I'm so excited about dancing. We were
Yeah.
dancing the other night in the vault. It was dope. Baker man. Was
Yeah, bro,
spinning.
you had a good time.
I did.
That was awesome.
It was.
It was I was proud of you, and it was I was worried for you for a sec.
Me
but
too.
and there wasn't there was gonna say some shit, but
Yeah.
there's no point in me telling you like, hey, we should have figured it out earlier.
Right. Right.
We're already in it.
Dude.
And it's like becomes all hands on deck, fucking figured out.
Dude.
And if still and everybody had a good time, and I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that you
Thanks,
have
brother.
friends that if you need them will be there
Yes.
for you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's a big thing in life.
I literally felt like I had like 25, 30 friends there. Like it was sick, bro. Like I just felt and they almost all know each other now, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really glad that you're getting to know them now too. You know what I mean? Because they respect you a lot. Because my friends are always like, they know how I am, and so they know that I'm very cautious about what I put myself next to, you know? And so they're probably like, yo, who's this Michael Gabriel dude? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? And then when you came in and you snuck in and you rocked it from behind, dude, that was so sick.
Pause.
It was so sick, bro. It was sick, bro.
That was hilarious, dude. Because we didn't, Baker Man was like, no, I'm like, sound check. Like, what are we gonna,
Yeah.
you know, because we didn't do a sound check, anything. And he's like, I'm like, just put a beat on that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I'll just rap over it, and that'll be our sound check.
It was sick.
And it turned out, it was really impressive to me to see maybe 30 to 50 people there, but the vibe of it be so receptive and cool that it just feels the whole place is warm.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to build there.
Yes.
And just, you know, by month 6, I mean, even month 3, it's probably going to be crazy.
Oh, bro.
But by month 6, we're going to have to telling people they can't come,
right?
And they're going to come to the next one.
So stay in touch with Michael Gabriel,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
you do that, y'all, because literally it's yeah, you know, this is the thing. You see the wave coming.
Yes, sir.
So you ever surf?
I thought about it. I have 2 surfboards in my garage.
Okay, so let's go. I'll take you.
All right.
I'll take you. I'm horrible. I'm not a great surfer. You know what I mean? But I can read the ocean pretty well, right? So let's go. So, but the thing says you see the wave. But the thing is, homies, you can't just sit there and then wait for the wave to get there. That's not how it works. You have to get in position, number 1, to even get the wave maximum height, right? Yeah. And then number 2, first you have to recognize it, right? And then number 2, get yourself in position. Then number 3, you got to paddle like a mug, bro. Like you got to paddle like hella, right? So I think a lot of cats just in life just see the wave and they're like, all right, the wave's coming. So I'm going to wait right here. And that's not what it is, homie. You got to paddle too,
right?
You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever heard the story about the cat that drowned in the flood, and it was like the news told him, and and the news told him, and then the fireman came and told him, and then you know what I mean. Then the cat in the boat told him, and he was on the roof, and the helicopter told him.
Good, I trust God.
Yeah. And then you gotta be able to help yourself. Help yourself. A lot of cats are always like, "Yo, what? I want you to manage me, man." And and I'm like, "Well, you making any money?
Right?
How am I supposed to manage a situation that you ain't even? What were we gonna split, dog?
Right.
Nothing. Like that don't even make sense. Right. And it's not that I'm not in it for the Skrilla, because I'm not really. As you can tell, I'm still down for real music, right? And I'm down to help and do what I can do, read contracts. I don't give a dang. Like whatever needs to happen, I'll write the contracts for. If someone's gonna pay you 5Gs today, Michael Gabriel, I'd be like, all right, I can write the contract for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's just, you got to have that guy on the team. Like we said earlier, stick to your lane, play your part.
Yeah.
And that's where when Suge was talking about Diddy was always like in the videos, all up in the videos. Remember that was that famous thing that they were on the East Coast for like the BET Awards or whatever it was. And but then eventually Diddy did become a rapper and did put himself out front. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Diddy was getting himself prepped, getting the public prepped for him to be an artist.
I want to cut you off just because I want to tell this story to people. I want to get it out there. So it's cool having a friend like G, because G can show up like if we need to talk a certain way or if things go down, or that you have the hustling mentality.
Yeah.
And you don't make me look bad. But
never.
You can also be my cookie cutter white guy and show up to scare the shit out of a mechanic
in a tie.
That was hilarious, dude. So get you a white friend that can do both.
Yes.
Yes. I just had to get that out there.
No,
thanks for doing that.
Of course, brother. Yeah. That guy's not a nice guy.
No,
he's not a nice
mechanics,
person. Dude.
Except for the good ones.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cool Beef. He said, I gotta put the baby to sleep. Sending love to Michael Gabriel. Yeah. See you at the show at the Good Bar. Oh, it's on October. So I got a show at the Good Bar.
Okay.
October 12th.
October 12th. Be there. Be square.
Have you been to the Good Bar?
Where is it at?
I don't know. Point Loma. Oh, it's in Point Loma.
I definitely have not been to the Good Bar.
It sounds like a good bar.
Yeah, sounds like a totally good bar. Yeah. I love the name.
I guess some Bay Area artists are coming from out of town. So
what?
He DM'd me and wanted to see if I wanted to be on the bill.
Bay Area. So I'm down.
Yeah, I'm
Take
very
me.
excited, man.
I'll
I
carry
will.
the records, whatever I got to do. You know,
Bro,
kick
you
it.
already know. We already got. I'm just when you have good music and then you're working on more good music, it becomes I'm excited to perform this stuff.
That's right.
And
You
then-
know what we should do is we should go down to the good bar with the euphoric ahead of
Right,
time,
exactly.
so they know.
Okay,
Let's do that.
bro, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
We can play this out.
Yes. Every time we got a gig, we're like, we'll show up a couple weeks early and be like,
Right.
y'all should carry our
We're
stuff.
gonna
Up.
perform here and carry our stuff.
Yeah. Why not,
Yeah,
dude?
man,
Why not?
sure.
We're always hustling, even on live podcasts, TV, whatever your internet.
Right.
We're
cool.
hustling.
Yes, sir.
We're also collaborating.
Right.
Yeah, I had to learn how to play my lane, Michael Gabriel. That was the thing before. So Brent, always on me. He's like, gee, you can't talk like that in a meeting, bro. Because I'm all suited and booted and I'm just being me, wah.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, no.
Yeah.
So, and I had, because, you know, if you talk to B, he literally, he talks kind of square, right?
Yeah, he does.
You would never really know who he
His
really,
background. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He comes across kind of square,
Right.
you know? And so when we go to meetings, especially I have another friend named Kelvin, shout out to out in Coachella. And Kelvin, same thing. We're on the phone and people think that I am something other than I am, and
Right.
Kelvin is the white guy
Right.
on the phone.
Right.
But he went to Humboldt State, stupid smart, got a degree in finance. Like, you know, same thing with Brent. Went to Southern, you know, a great guy. And I think it's just they understand that you can turn it off and turn it on. And I was so successful financially and socially, just being me all the time. I thought I could just be me, man. But when I got to the super high corporate level, there's a ceiling.
Yeah.
There's definitely a ceiling, unfortunately.
And
And
etiquette.
so, yeah, dude. And so I had to learn how to speak professionally eventually and play golf. Do you play golf?
That's the one thing I'm excited to. I want to learn how to do.
Let's go play. I have a
Yeah.
couple sets of clubs.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, let's play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. If anybody hasn't played golf out there in your world, hit us up. We'll go play golf with you. We don't give a dang. We'll
You have to smoke weed though. Oh wait, I have to. Not you, but they have to smoke weed.
Definitely they should.
And I'm bringing the camera guy.
You'll probably golf better because you're calm instead of,
cares?
because you got to think little old ladies play
Just-
golf.
If you're coming to hang out with me, you better smoke weed.
Just in general.
Yeah.
We go to the beach,
Just
play
saying.
golf, whatever we're gonna do. Okay, so what's your funnest thing that you love to do in life?
Well, besides just seeing the kids like
Oh,
laugh
being
and
a dad,
fucking
being a dad.
see them like not arguing and happy and
Yeah.
like that shit's hilarious.
It is.
And like when they say something funny, I'm fucking.
Oh yeah.
Especially when my daughter says something.
Oh
Funny,
yeah.
That's when I'm just like, Dad,
She's great.
you're pretty funny.
Bella.
But then they like obviously they both. I don't have any favorites. They both say some funny shit. But besides that, like after a long day or if I accomplish some shit, my funnest thing is just smoking some good weed, man.
Right.
And then I like putting words together and having them say
So
something.
rapping, rocket mics.
Yeah.
Rocket
And
mics is like
just
that's
create-
your euphoric situation.
Creating makes me euphoric, and then seeing things happen because I did something.
Yeah.
Because in my world nothing happens unless I do something.
No, bro.
So that's really cool. But
I think we both learned the hard way, not to interrupt you, but I think
Yeah.
we both learned the hard way that relying on other people just doesn't get it done.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to. No, I rely on you. You rely on me. Like, hey, G, I need help with this. I'll be like, yo, Mike, I need, help with this.
Yeah.
Right. We rely on each other as friends, but when it comes to business, you have to steer that ship. You have to steer the ship, bro.
Yeah.
You can't let somebody else steer your ship, homie. Because if you wait on somebody else to jump in on your boat, like you're already on your boat, but you got to steer your own ship, dog.
Yeah.
You got to be the captain of your situation.
Right.
Now, it's like me asking you to come on to the real estate firm and go, all right, Mike, what are we going to do?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the diggity, bro. Like, you
Right.
might have great ideas. Like, we just had an idea to put it at the good bar,
Yeah.
right? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But somebody already steered our ship to be able to sell to the good bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already put us in that direction.
Right.
And I think you and I have both learned, like I said, the hard way that we have to, and you guys should think about this too. That's one that you asked me that question earlier, is that, what are some of the things that I've learned is that you got to steer your ship. Like, okay, for instance, I moved back to North County. Some homies told me, they're like, gee, you could come work with me, dog. Like, don't trip. You're like, you don't
Yeah.
have to go live in the park for free. Come work with me. No job. You know what I'm saying? Like their heart was in the right place, right?
Right.
Like they wanted to help steer the ship, or they're not steering their own ship pretty good. You know, they told me to jump on their ship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just like, dang, homie, right? So I'm proud of you for steering your own ship and steering your own ship. Because even when you asked me years ago, hey, can you know what's up with
Yeah.
music?
We
I
met.
was like, yo, like
Damn,
I could only
forgot.
help you by like answering questions, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or like just be that resource for you, I guess. you could say.
That's crazy. I totally forgot about that. How we met.
Yeah, dude.
We met when I had just been evicted and I was down and out, and
Right.
I had no guidance.
And I had no money either myself. I
in
just crashed my
music.
bike, I think. My
Yeah.
bike was all tore up.
Yeah.
I was broke, going through some ish myself.
Right.
And so it was kind of cool. And look at us now, bro. Like you got
Yeah.
your own spot. I got
Yeah.
a crib in Oside now. And it's like so exciting, bro. Like so we have come so I mean, look at you.
You're
how you're-
stupid.
It is, dog. Look
No,
where
I
we're
know
at.
the other day you just reminded me because I was quoting you the other day to somebody else or
Oh,
some
damn.
shit because you were like, "Look at how far you've come, motherfucker." Or something like you just out of the blue.
Yeah.
and
dude.
I had to look.
Oh, with the music, I think it was because your music has
Oh, yeah.
definitely gotten better and
Yes,
better
sir.
and better and
Thank you,
better
sir.
and better, bro. I mean, damn, homie. I mean, any of your things could go global at this point.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
the music that you're making now, and it wasn't like the music you're making back then was bad. It wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It's just there's levels to this issue,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
And
sir.
you're definitely have reached a point where it's marketable on a global scale.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And no one can say no to that. How are
Right.
you gonna say no to that, homie? Like you just rocked the mic in front of 100 people the other day, and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't see not one person. I saw people that you don't even know or have never seen you before, filming you and
Right.
tagging you.
Right.
I mean, that's how you know, bro.
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
I mean, that's
It
how
is
you know.
cool. It is, and I appreciate it. And it's an awesome feeling to be able to make strangers go like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Dan was telling me that one of the guys was like, "Did you have to pay this dude to come
Oh
here?"
yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, "No, that's what he does."
Yeah.
So, I'm just very thankful and excited to finish the game. It becomes enough where you experience these moments where you know that you've done enough that you have something.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to chisel away at what you need to do.
Yes.
And that may be in the form of business, it may be in the form of writing,
Yeah.
maybe in the form of studying. Because I have to be honest, in the past, I didn't like to listen to other people.
No, I know. We're all that way.
But now more than ever, it's just an understanding or different formulas. How is this person writing?
Right.
How is this person's songs writing? You know what I
Sick.
mean? And just obviously putting my story, but just trying different things and seeing if it fits. That's the beautiful thing about music, is being able to create. And if you don't have an ego about it, you can let it go
Yes.
and just let it go. Like
no
I
egos in the
tried.
studio, bro.
I tried. If this song is great. If
Yeah.
nobody likes it, great. Whatever. You know what I mean?
You
But
know what's crazy too, dude, is you might even end up being one of the biggest record executives in history of music.
yeah.
The thing is that you're starting out as a rapper,
Yes, sir.
right? Then you never know. Maybe you become a manager.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you become a record executive. Maybe
Yeah.
start your own label. And by 60, 70 years old, you're, the next Clive Davis.
Yeah.
Like nobody
Nobody
knows, bro.
yeah.
And so in Hollywood, we say PA today, director tomorrow. A PA is a production assistant, right?
Gotcha.
So you could be some dude, you know what I mean? And I have a great friend, Miles Gear, by the way. He's a great actor, amazing writer, producer, and he was a PA at The Voice.
Oh, nice.
And we met him then. And he's still my friend to this day, bro. That was 2013. So for 10 years, I've known this cat. And I've just watched him get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he's doing bigger projects. And
yeah.
and he's not giving up, bro. And I've watched him struggle, homie. Like I've watched him struggle. And it's just, look, anything worth having didn't come. I mean, it might have came easy, but you didn't get to keep it easy.
No, yeah,
You
you're
feel me?
right.
You know,
You're right.
like rapping might have came easy to you because you're talented that way,
Yes,
right?
sir.
But being able to make money from it is a whole nother level.
Right. Yeah, you're
Right?
right. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like some cats roll a J really, really well,
Yeah.
but can they make money from rolling a J? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But you never know. Maybe the guy who started Raw, was
Yeah.
like, hey,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm a dope joint roller. Let me go get with a paper company and see if I can get this done. Like you just never know someone's story, bro.
Right.
Like Rick, right?
Yeah.
He said, I was a drinker and he said, I was tired of getting a hangover. He said, so I'm going to make my own alcohol where I don't get a hangover. That's how that cat just right. That's some insane scientist ish right there. Some Rick and Morty type insane stuff. And what is all this other stuff, bro?
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
Well, I wanted to make sure that we did most of the show about
Yeah.
the euphoric and talking about the story.
Sure.
The other brand is CB Dietetic, and forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, but it's basically, like we said, products that I can vouch for.
Yeah. What is
People that I know who I know. I'm going straight to the plug. I watched this
Ooh.
50 Cent interview, and he just talks about whoever I'm working with. I go straight to the plug. So it's like I know the guy who's making this stuff. I know that everything's lab tested and we can provide COAs for people. But my thing here is anybody who's supporting me, I want to be able to provide them stuff in return that they can use in their daily life, whether it's if they're going to drink, okay, it's the healthiest option. If they're going to take CBD or have any issues with, that's one's for a night cream for
what does that mean?
For like wrinkles and stuff.
Oh, snap. For real? Oh, I'm using this, bro, because I'm older than dirt.
So there's that one. And then this one, the other one is this jar is for night gummies. I'm gonna give you a couple of these.
Oh, sick. So you sleep well?
Yeah, I know
and
so many
CBD,
people that
so
have
it's not even THC.
Well, there's 10 milligrams of THC, there's 10 milligrams of CBN, and 10 milligrams of CBD, I believe.
Okay.
So anybody, if whoever's listening on the IG or whatever, appreciate you guys. Shout out to Louis. Yeah, bro. What's on the table? My bad. Oh, Esther, I got you. Okay, yeah. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
And then Louis, love you, bro. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah. So okay. So what's on the table is our new sponsor, and
CB.
Those are Delta 9. CB Dietetic. Those are Delta 9. Yeah. But anybody who's having issues with sleeping, I know so many people. Please, I'll break these down. We'll get you samples. I just want to help out as many people who are looking to help me out by supporting with your energy. I want to provide products that I can vouch for that can help you in your daily life, especially if you have an open mind and you're trying to look for new.
So do you know what this strawberry one is for?
I haven't tried that one. That's Delta 9. That's more of like a calming high.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So the CBN, the night gummies is for sleep, obviously.
Okay.
There's even through another source, people that are looking for mushroom gummies that are made out of the fruit. We have those as well. Then they came up with capsules that are more like fucking concentrated.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just want to be a one-stop shop for people who, and bro, obviously it's going to help me out too. Yeah. For people to come through me to
feel better.
Yeah. And these products, whether it's my music, whether it's CBD, whether it's tequila, one-stop shoppers, they know. Okay.
So you're giving them the ear chronic and the chronic.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, dog. So shout out to Michael Gabriel and Las Abuelitas.
Thank you.
Making y'all feel good in more than one sensor.
Yeah.
Right? One sensory.
Sensory.
I guess you call them. Do you have senses? One sense.
Senses.
One sense. More than one sense? That don't make sense.
Fuck.
It's less than 50 cents.
I don't know how to say it.
Me neither. Sensory.
Senses.
It's got to be sensory, bro. Somebody online help us the hell out because
nobody knows.
We don't speak English correctly.
There's no English teacher watching right now.
There might be, bro.
No,
I'm a teacher.
She's
so
oh, sorry. Hola, Mr. Ham.
At least in the YouTube later on, like a week from now, some English teacher is gonna be comment under our post. This goes on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock.
Player, we could talk forever, you and
dude. Yeah. And we only tapped in, but
so CB Dietetics.
Yeah, CB Dietetic. That's what that is.
Dope.
Thank you, fucking. It's almost 9 o'clock. That's dope.
Dude, these are really cool. Like
what? Oh, the cards. Yeah, the cards are dope.
These are super cool. Bro.
I appreciate it.
How do you open? So there's like
you just press the button.
Here?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude. Like a button. There's a button.
We're almost ready.
Box.
We're almost ready. We put the cameras in for the manufacturing license. Yeah, we got the sativas.
What's that hat there?
That's for the Kick It Labs.
Oh, that's for us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anything else you want to finish with before we jet out of here?
Well, I would like to thank my mom and my dad.
Please tell your mom to watch this so I can go. City.
My mom and my dad and my bald-headed granny. No,
that's fucked up.
She's passed. And so
even more fucked
up. No, but she's great. My grandma was bomb, dude. Eleanor. She was sick.
Rest in peace, Eleanor Johnson.
Harley, as in Harley Davidson.
No, she did not.
Bro.
Ride a Harley. Oh no, her last.
No, she rode a Harley for sure. So what's at least on the back of one. So my mom's maiden name is Harley, bro. It's all back.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got a bunch of uncles, 6 uncles. Shout out to my crazy uncles, and those guys are nuts.
Nice.
So what's crazy too is that let's talk about then. We only got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about moving forward,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay. So moving forward, we have U4rik, right? We have a real estate company. We have a THC company, right? We have security company,
CBD company.
CBD company. We have, ooh, how many companies do we
Music.
have, bro? We have a music, obviously, music company, right? So we have a lot of things moving forward. And what I don't even know. Oh, there's some major. We're making some major moves with the live entertainment night club scene as well.
Right.
So in Vegas, which is looking great
Planet
as well.
13.
Yes, Planet 13 is. So if you haven't heard of Bar 13, check out Bar 13 in Las Vegas every Friday and Saturday night. Amazing bar with like real DJs, like real dancers, real cats that are in the hip hop and music scene. Paul Taylor was there the other day. Bless you.
Paul fucking Taylor.
The sax player who did like amazing songs with like Maxi Priest and a bunch of other cats. Shout out to Paul Taylor. And DJ ROB was there, DJ Hollywood, DJ Frankie, Big Dean, like everybody that's anybody is going there. And so Planet 13, there's a bar inside the Planet 13 on Friday and Saturday nights in Las Vegas. And there's bigger things coming. I don't know that I'm legally allowed to say what it's coming, but there's big things coming. Now, in addition, there's a men's
water polo?
No, I guess I shouldn't really mention it. We don't want to mention
There's a
it.
men's not to mention.
There's a women's entertainment women's entertainment venue that we're going to be opening up probably in LA, actually globally. And that's going to be amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
Obviously, why would it not be? That'd be weird if
it's
it wasn't.
for women. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing, bro.
It'd be weird that if it wasn't.
So, because
women will complain.
Ladies rule the world.
Yeah,
you know, they really
they
can
saw
give
your
birth
girl earlier.
Right.
You were all tough before, then she got
dude.
Sorry, that's a tequila talk.
No, it's all good. The truth comes out. You give Michael Gabriel 2 little dinky shots.
Fuck yeah, 2 shots, bro.
2 little dinky shots. Woo. So, which is great. So moving forward, so let's talk about.
Yes,
so we have all those companies. So
Okay,
if
say
you
it.
guys have any interest in all those situations, let us know. Oh, Brent wrote a book.
Brent wrote a book, BG.
Brent Woods, you should check it out. It's Chaos to College, Wall Street Roots. Y'all need to check it out. He is amazing author. He's definitely putting you in the mindset in the 80s in South Central, like literally eyewitness to all the insanity going down in South Central on the evil side, and then taking himself out of it and then going to college over in Louisiana, which was insane, and then did really well for himself, and is lives here locally in San Diego now, and is our brother. Like he's definitely somebody that we go to for whatever.
Cool. Yeah. Well, he had never seen me in person, so it was funny that
really
we were talking, and he was like, "Wait, oh shit, you're him." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, nice to meet you, man."
Wow, after all these years.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, I heard your name a million times, man.
Wow.
It's nice to fucking finally meet you in person."
Finally.
But it was like we were family just because I'd heard of him and he had heard of me.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why I loved that night the other night.
Yeah, it was a good night.
That was because a lot, like I said, a lot of cats knew each other, but a lot of cats didn't.
Right.
It was super sick.
Right.
And then poor Keith got thrown into the situation, and the Savage Grower. Shout out to Savage Grower, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Will, Keith.
Yeah,
Will.
yeah.
So Keith was probably like, "Oh man, this dude is nuts, man," because I literally was just running around the entire time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a homeless guy rocking with us.
Dude, that was nuts. He came into you brought him in because you were so dope.
Oh, I brought him in
Because you were so dope.
motherfucker.
You were so dope. He couldn't help himself but go in.
All of a sudden, I'm spitting, and there's a homeless guy dancing next to me.
He was on the ground. That was
remember
crazy.
that.
Yeah, he got on the ground, was like trying to break dance, like old.
But he was
skinny
cool.
white
It
dude.
was weird because then he had $70 on him.
See, somebody gave him
I was
some money.
just like, this is an angel.
It was probably.
He was not a homeless guy. He was an angel.
Yeah, he probably was an angel.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and he was probably stoked that no one was mean to him. No one was like, "Hey, dude, get out of here."
He's like, I'm sorry. Am I embarrassing anybody? I'm like, no, dog. You're
Just
good.
yourself. No, I'm kidding. No, it was actually perfect, and so it was really kind of a neat situation. Like you couldn't pay for that. That's the thing.
My buddy.
Like if that was on the late night show,
Yeah.
that would have been great.
Thomas goes, He goes, that's how I know you're a fucking legend.
Right.
He goes, he's like, when you can make something like that like uncomfortable, but then make it a part of your act.
Right.
He goes, I'm done. And he throws his hat. He goes, it's over.
Oh, that's
Like,
great, dude.
Like, you're stupid.
And it actually, and it wasn't even like in distaste. That's the
Right,
thing.
we-
It's like he
I
actually
didn't-
did okay.
I didn't know what. In my mind, it's like you're either gonna be on YouTube for punching
Right.
a homeless guy,
Because I almost did.
Or
Let's not
you're
lie.
gonna
You see, I
just-
walked up
yeah.
and was like, "All right, homie."
yeah,
And then I think he felt the energy, and he was
Right.
like, he got up and bounced. But I think probably some homies outside gave him some.
dude.
Skrilla.
But I felt bad because he left me $20.
See, that's what I'm saying,
He
bro.
left $20.
He was an angel,
and
bro.
I didn't give him anything.
Hey, that paid for Bella's lunch for
He
a
was
week.
trying to buy this chick something, and then she gave me the money, and I was like, here, and he's like,
See, that's beautiful.
anyways. Oh, that's my alarm.
Oh
Yo,
man, we're done.
Yo, so thank you, dude. This
Oh,
has been
thank you,
awesome. We
brother.
had a great time. This is the longest I've talked with anybody, but it makes sense because
I talked too much.
I'm just everything we go into topic. It's just awesome to be your friend because you either have research on it or you're gonna say something funny or pretty funny or funny enough that I can fucking stay paying attention.
There it is.
And you prepare me for having a long relationship with a female because
yes,
the things that you say are long. I have to focus on them. But they are interesting.
You ain't right,
Thank
son.
God.
You ain't right. Son.
Got him.
You ain't right.
Got him.
My mama raised me. I love my dad, but my mama raised
Hey
me.
man, you
And my
guys.
sister.
This has been Guero Loco, man.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to U4rik, my brother. You're gonna see him with me, anything that I do. So anybody who's tuning in, thank you so much. When you see us, shake your hand.
Yeah, man.
We just bring positive lights, bring good products, and here to make you have a good time or help you have a good time. Just appreciate anybody who stayed with me this long. My name is Michael Gabriel.
I'm a Guero Loco, aka Garth.
Yeah. That's the funniest thing too. It's like, Guero Loco, aka Garth. You fucking stupid, dude. Holy balls.
Holy.
God has a sense of humor, man.
Yes. When he
God
made
has a
us.
sense of
He
humor.
made us.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Shout out to my dude Bruce has been out there.
Bruce.
Shout out to Piccolo, I think, who brought the lighter.
Yes.
And hopefully, shout out to Louie. Hope you feel good, man. Thank you, Kick It
Yes,
Labs,
feel
for
better.
providing the platform for us to get bigger and just keep building. My name is Michael Gabriel. Shout out to you guys. God bless you guys. Have a good week. See you back here next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Peace.
One love.